Yay! Alright. Alright, it's live. Now, I don't know. I think it could hear me, so I'm gonna just go ahead and talk. Cool. So what's up, guys? Much love. I decided to hop on here. I don't expect anyone to see this right now, but at the moment, I'm gonna start recording this video of me finishing a sketch for this illustration that I'm doing for a local brewery in Shorewood, Illinois. You know, for those that are too young to know what a brewery is, it's basically a bar where, or I don't want to say it's a bar, but it's a place too where you can have a beverage, like a connoisseur, instead of going to like a sports bar. I don't know. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and start this and see how far I can get for this sketch, because I definitely have a long way to go. So with that being said, I'm actually gonna pull up some references of a leprechaun, because right now, if I want to draw a leprechaun, I don't think I would know it off the top of my head what all the features would look like. So let's see. I'll just bring it down here to show you guys. So let's see. Let's go to images. So the illustration that I'm doing, I want to reference a lot of the horror, the one that's in the horror films. So something like this guy would be really cool, at least when it comes to his wardrobe. So I'm not going to put that too much on the screen. Yeah, just give me one moment and I'm going to go ahead and start. There we go. Okay. So I don't expect to get a lot done, just enough to where I can be happy to say that the sketch is starting to move forward. So right now I'm going to actually label these things. I'm going to go with the sketch. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to make the new layer called, that doesn't matter. So I'm just going to start. I'll grab my brush, tablet pencil. Let's see here. Alright, let's do this. So at the same time, it is going to be quiet. I'm going to put on some music for myself. So if you don't mind, one sec. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Go to YouTube. But I hope everyone's having a great day. Over here where I'm at, it's snowing like crazy right now. Here's a good video. Alright. Let's do this. Now before I begin also, one more thing. I'm just going to duplicate the sketch just in case if I lose it. You know, it sucks to lose the sketch. A little brighter. The one thing I don't want to do, well, I don't know what kind of fingers leprechauns have, but this one I'm seeing is his nails are disgusting. Disgusting. They're just like super long and creepy. You know what? I think I'm going to put some music on for you guys, because I think when you're going to watch this, it's going to be completely quiet. So I'm going to do that real quick. But then again, it's going to get in the audio. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? Alright. I keep thinking that I have to record my voice with my microphone, but I forget that it's hooked up to OBS, so I'm good. I guess you could tell I'm a new platformer for streaming. I'm trying to figure out everything's right before I start. Otherwise, I'll miss something. And I'm gonna be like, crap. Could have done that better. Let me double check. Make sure it's not running. Cool, it's not. And I hope, well, I think it's working. Let me check. I'm sorry, I'm so used to not running all these apps to go streaming, but I think this is working. Yeah, the microphone's on. Okay. Last time I checked. Yeah. But yeah, this beer is gonna be a Irish red ale. Which I can't say I'm too confident I've ever tried that before. I don't want to give him like a gut, so I'm gonna make this bigger. Go back. I think that's pretty cool how the fact that you can't actually see what my hand looks like when I'm painting or drawing. All you can see is the cursor. The cursor. I was thinking I should make his fly open, but I think that's a little too much. The concept for sure is to make this guy look wasted, which I could say I have a little experience with that. Not too proud of it, but you know, we get there. We get there sometimes. Actually, I might as well tell this story. So it was about, I would say it's probably like 4 or 3 years ago. I think I was 22 or 21. Yeah, either that time. It's back when my cousin used to live by me, and we decided to go out drinking in the city with my one cousin that invited us. And do that night, as I was leaving, I happened to come across some unfortunate news about just some personal stuff that wasn't about me, but just stuff that would involve me. And I remember like leaving that night thinking like, crap, like why would you tell me something negative, or some negative, what would you say, just like, yeah, just something to look down upon. And I was about to go out drinking because it was St. Patrick's Day. And I remember that night, I realized that like how powerful energy is and how powerful emotions can be projected onto people. Because after being told some unfortunate news like that, I remember going out to the bar, telling myself like, you know what, I'm just gonna drink a lot. I don't care how much, and I don't care. And so I did. I'm gonna think. I remember that night too. So I wasn't blacked out drunk. It was more so, crap, I just drank a lot. I think I had like 15 beers or something like that. And these beers were not light. They were like IPAs and shit. But to start the night off, we went to some rat tavern, not too far from Midway Airport in Chicago, off of Narragansett and Archer Avenue. And so we went there. I think we got like a bucket of Corona. I mean, I think that's all they had. I'm not a fan of Corona too much. But I remember getting some, and that bar was packed, you know, because it was St. Patrick's at an Irish bar. Got that. I think I drank about maybe like 4, maybe 5. And from there, I think we went to another bar, because this is my other cousin that lives in the city out here. He's a lot older than I am, and they would love to bar hop. So me just being the drunk, not I don't say the drunk, just the one just tagging along, trying to drink a lot. You know, I didn't have to drive or anything. I was just tagging along. And yeah, we went to another bar, kind of by Midway Airport. It was one of these older bars that actually I might be thinking of another time, but anyways, it was a bar. They all look the same at one point when you're getting lit at night. So we went there, probably had some more. I think this is the first time I tried Malort, which for those that don't know what that is, I dare you to try it, because I kind of got the same way about it. It was pretty decent, but man, that shit is strong. It's a type of liquor, I think. Take a shot of that. But yeah, I remember, I think I had several beers there too. I'm a fan of IPAs, so I do like Lagunitas, and that shit's out there. It's almost at every bar. You know, Blue Moon's good, but I think that night I was really hitting the hard ones. And then we went to his house where I think he had a party, and that's where this guy, he had 2 fridges, one upstairs and then one downstairs. The one downstairs was filled to the brim with alcohol, like all different types of beers. Some of the beers were from a local brewery by him, and like I don't remember how much I had, but I remember I had a decent amount of them. I was experimenting with different kinds. I remember there's one that had like bacon flavor. It was just like, oh, so I think that one's the one that made me topple at the end of the night. But anyways, ended up drinking over like 12, 13 beers, not counting at all at the time, just hammering them down. And so later that night, I stayed at his house. You know, we were just watching some bum fights. My cousin has a bunch of these videos from like Jackass era, back when the bum fights was popular. So he has all these videos he was showing us, a lot of stuff with Steve-O, and man, they did some gnarly shit. And at the same time, that's when the beer started to kick in like hard. I started to feel extremely dizzy and extremely nauseous, and to the point where I was just like, yeah, I'm either gonna die right now or I'm just gonna really puke my brains out. And fortunately, there was a couch, or not a couch, I was on the couch, but there was a bathroom not too far from me, and it was just like, at one point I'm like, fuck, it's either I hold it and puke all over the couch, or run to the bathroom and just hope for the best. And I chose option 2, obviously, and my cousin was down there too. And, you know, this guy drinks also, but I don't think he understood how much I had that night. So he was kind of like, he was just, I guess, used to it. So, but yeah, I went to the bathroom, and man, I don't even want to explain what happened. You already know. But, you know, the dizziness was still there. Everything was just I was just wasted. And usually I don't like to drink that heavy for this reason. But I remember telling myself that night, like, you know, I don't care. And so I kind of paid the price for the demons and the alcohol. And I'm grateful to say that night I woke up, or that morning I had to wake up, because I had to drive my cousin to work back home where I'm at, and it was like a good 35-minute drive. So I probably got like maybe a few hours of sleep, woke up extremely dizzy still, and realizing that I was the one that drove, I was like, crap, I gotta drive him back. So I was able to get up and, you know, get my stuff together. Although the one thing I forgot was my class ring, which I have now. When I forgot it, I thought I lost it that night, but I remember I left it in the bathroom from all that yak, and, you know, before I left too, I made sure I cleaned the bathroom, because that shit was, you know, I never do that kind of stuff, so I felt obviously deemed to clean up after myself. And so I did, and I was driving my cousin and her boyfriend home. We were on the expressway already, and then that's when she notices she forgot her purse at his house. And so, hungover me was like, alright, let's just go back. And at the time, I was just like, alright, I'm a ticking time bomb, because, you know, when you're hungover, you're disoriented, you're nauseous, you're dizzy. At the time, I wasn't feeling that. Thank God. I was actually okay. I was probably just still drunk at the time, probably. So, yeah, we drove back, got her purse, and yeah, I drove back home, and it took about like 30 minutes. thankfully I made it back home safe. And as soon as I got home and got in my room, I'm not sure if I took a shower or not, but I slept for like 12 to 10 hours. And I was so grateful I didn't have to work that day, because man, I just slept so hard. And I think it was obviously because I was drunk, but and also when I got home too, that's when all the nausea and the dizziness and all the sickness of the hungover started to kick in, which I'm so grateful it kicked in then, because if I was driving in the cold like that, I don't think I would have made it home, just from being so sick. So I'd have to have them drive maybe. Yeah, I made it home, slept for like 10 hours, and totally regretted what I did, and told myself to never do that again, which I can't say I have done that. But I for sure think what kicked it off for me was that beer that tasted like bacon. I was like, why at the time, I was like, fuck it, let's try it out. And to think it was probably like a 8% beer or something. But man, I was gone. And I'm just explaining this because that was one time I enjoyed a St. Patrick's Day. Sorta. Sorta. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna do that kind of thing again, because that was pretty bad. Because seriously, I think that when I had all that, and that expression or that feeling that I had, knowing that I was gonna get really sick, it's the idea of this is how people die sometimes, truly, by just being reckless. And I did it, and I'm grateful to like still be alive and not try that again, for sure, because man, that shit's sketchy. And at the point, I think that's why people do it. Like, people do that intentionally to numb themselves to the point where they just don't feel anything. But yeah, that was bizarre. I'm trying to think of one of the scenes from Bum Fights that we were watching. I think it was a lot of them were just doing that whippets. A lot of whippets and just like, yeah, I can't even remember, dude. Oh yeah, I do remember stuff with like, actually I'm not even gonna explain it because that shit's disgusting. At the time when Jackass and that stuff was cool, it was funny to watch, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually pretty gross. Certain time period. So for this guy, I think I'm gonna throw him some kind of playing card. I'm not sure if leprechauns gamble, but I'm pretty sure a drunk one would. Gamble all his pot of gold. Actually, you know what? Isn't there a card that has a clover on it? Let me see. I'm gonna put a clover on it. Let me see. It is. Okay, it's a clover. So I'm gonna put a clover. I was gonna put a spade, not knowing which would be appropriate for this guy. Let me do this. Again, this is just a quick sketch. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright. And then also for his teeth, a leprechaun that has straight teeth. I'm doing like a combo of both. Because who's to say a leprechaun is a mythical creature that needs to go get his teeth cleaned or get some checkup. I don't know what I'm saying. But I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Got a long way to go. Let's see. St. Patrick's Day. Kind of having a little trouble with the eye socket. Trying to think of where it would start. I think it would be. No, that's not bad. Maybe I can do like little lines like that. Show the intrusion. And I forget, like, since he's an old leprechaun, I gotta add wrinkles to this guy, so this is gonna look really cool. I think if I start to add more wrinkles to the character, give him some more age. I don't even know if leprechauns age. Maybe they just are, when they're born, they just come out like with a full beard. Something about this brush is off. There we go. I was about to put an acid tab on his tongue. I'm not gonna do that though. That's gonna be funny as hell. Maybe I can put it in there, but no, they probably wouldn't like that. They'd probably be like, "What the fuck is this, Roger? What is this? We asked for a leprechaun on the lash, not a leprechaun on a trip." On a trip. Yeah, I figured for this live stream, since you know, I don't expect people to watch too much of this. I'm gonna make it kind of short. Probably go to 25 minutes and cut it. For those that like these kind of videos, I'm pretty sure you'd appreciate it as much as I do. But at the end of the day, I am recording for a full video that you could watch in the future of a whole breakdown of how I started this from the beginning to the end. So, as of right now, the face is looking really good. Let me just go ahead and color in spots. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this illustration in the comments below. If you like more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. You know, show some love, throw a comment or a like, whatever your heart desires. I do enjoy doing these videos. It's kind of therapeutic and a way to express and share what I'm working on at the moment. Since we are all kind of stuck at home, and it is difficult to kind of express yourself in person, I would say. So this is a great outlet for me, you know. The only other place I could think of going is this skate shop or this skate park that's not too far from me. They do have an indoor area that you can, you know, hang out. So far that's been a great outlet or a great place for me to meet others and kind of show what I'm doing. Let me see. So I'm gonna leave the mouth alone. I think I want to add more teeth to it. I'm just kind of not sure of the direction. And I'm also keeping in mind that this is still the sketch. This is not going to be the final image yet, because once I start the inking, it's going to be a lot of. I mean, I just want to make sure I have all the details down before I start inking, because once you start, it's just difficult to kind of go back and forth. I think for now I'm going to give them all straight teeth, but his teeth for sure are going to be all jaggedy. I don't think Irish people. I don't think leprechauns go to the dentist. Leprechauns. There we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna go and start on the body. Not gonna lie, also, I've been definitely in a rut when it comes to creativity, so this illustration has been very rejuvenating, you know, because for a while, these past few weeks, I just picking up a paintbrush or a pencil has just been very difficult, or at least just starting something. It just felt like my mind was either too indecisive or unmotivated to start and finish something But for this, my heart is fully in it, so figured I'd share with you guys what I'm working on. Let's see, but otherwise, I think I'm going to end this live stream because obviously it's going to get pretty long and there's a lot to do. And I think this is the bulk of what I really wanted to show. But so far, as you can see, I got the face, but I still have all of the legs to do. And I do have a lot of work to do for the boots because I really don't know what they look like. I remember last night trying to figure that out, and definitely going to need some references and some time. But thank you guys for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. I like doing a lot of art videos that show the process of what I'm doing. I do a lot of illustrations, primarily like this. I guess it's considered new school. Traditional and digital. You know, it's really fun to express and share this kind of stuff so I can inspire others to create art. But with that being said, guys, much love and take it easy. Peace.